of all, before we get into, the questions that'll be asked, I just want to thank each and every one of you for being able to attend this Voice AMA with our project Taboo. We're very, very excited to be here. LBank was an exchange that we thought out for quite a bit of time, and we know that it's not only a top exchange, but they provide such great incentives and marketing support, and we've been nothing short of happy with LBank as an exchange for working with us. So thank you, LBank, and everybody on the LBank team. To give you all a little bit of a background about myself, and I'll try to keep the long story short. So before I was involved with Taboo, even before I was involved in the crypto space, I actually got a combined major, double major actually, in the art of sciences. I had a physiology and neuroscience combined major degree. I wrote an honors thesis. I was on my way to becoming a medical doctor actually, and in fact, I declined my medical school acceptance for reasons that were related to wanting to build a passive income type business and be able to reach financial freedom that way. See, for me, I always had the understanding that it's great to work hard now, but I don't want to work hard now to keep working harder later. So I wanted to find a way to fast track that and to change the nature of the kind of work I do. So moving forward, I decided to move into business, and I ran a successful wealth management company for over 5 years with multiple accolades as well. And I did a lot of professional public speaking in big forums, events, and seminars. And then I transitioned into the crypto space. Now, the reason how I was able to get involved and work on crypto projects was a very interesting story. See, at the very beginning, I was just an active investor like many of you, just trying to learn more about where are the safe places and ways to be able to grow my money. And what I noticed is when I started investing in crypto companies, many of the development teams did not understand how to develop in the crypto sphere. So what ended up happening, just naturally, I provided consulting support for various projects that I was personally invested in, that I had skin in the game on. And, with my business background and experience, it helped with the transition, and I started getting involved in more key team and core roles. I've helped grow multiple crypto projects to hundreds of millions of market cap. At some points, single-handedly. This is not a pitch about me. I just want you all to understand that this is not my first rodeo, so to speak. And what ended up happening was the opportunity to work on Taboo came, and I am now the chief of operations on Taboo, and this is where we are now. So just to give you all a little bit of background here, the Taboo team, is a distinguished team with a wide variety of skill sets and talents, and the big thing to understand is in any project, whether it's a crypto project or a stock company, we need to remember that not only are you investing into the token itself, at least on the crypto space, and what it has to offer, you're also investing in the team, because at the end of the day, ideas are 1%, 99% is execution. So I hope that by the end of this call, all of you will get a better understanding of what Taboo is, what we stand for, and that we can bring you confidence with your own investment, because being armed with information and knowledge will help everybody get through the tough times. There will always be volatility when we're investing, and in my mind, we're working to build a dominant force in the space that we're in, and I'm very happy to share more about that as questions come up from James as the host here. So thank you for the initial question, James.
All right, Majid, very nice to have you, and that's a very deep and very satisfying explanation of your credentials, and the reason why you do this is very nice of you to have done that. I was expecting something shorter, but that was actually very nice. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Sure. All right. So let's get down to business. So for the first question, I'd like you to tell me about your project and what makes your project different from other adult type projects. Like what differentiates it from other projects. I'd like you to tell that to the audience and tell us. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, so Taboo itself is an adult NFT and streaming media project. Now, I say adult very lightly because while it's in the adult entertainment space, it is not like the other adult entertainment tokens for a few reasons. First of all, we specialize in highly exclusive content. The models that we bring on in the NF for being able to create NFTs and allow for these types of streaming services, we're not aiming to just look at porn. In fact, if you look at our first few models that we've brought on, you will see that we're particularly looking to build a brand image that, to us, we're aiming to become, think, the Playboy of the blockchain or the crypto space. So what we're doing is we're selling fantasy, and we're targeting Playboy models, fashion models, and other types of models not traditionally found in the adult sphere. So we're not providing triple X rated content as our flagship and primary product. We're going to be providing fashion, culture, class, and yes, we all understand that sex does sell in all of its wondrous forms. Now, if I was to really break down some of the key differentiators that makes Taboo what it is now, it comes down to three things: quality, innovation, and exclusivity. Let's talk about quality a little bit more. So if you look at our recent model partner, we actually landed a brand ambassadorship deal with a lady named Chloe Terra. She is a three-time internationally recognized Playmate of the Year, and she fits right in with our brand of the high quality that we strive after. See, for us, we don't like to take shortcuts. We, at this point, could have had hundreds of different kinds of models and content creators that we brought on board for this NFT and streaming media project, but we're selectively curating the best of the best for models and their content as well. So that's comes down to quality. Now, when we talk about innovation, see, Taboo strives for excellence. For me, I'm the kind of person where I want to do things right the first time. If you look at the market conditions that have happened in recent times, not very many projects have really, really grown. Many of them got decimated actually from the market conditions that we've had over recent weeks. And I believe that we're in a bearish trend but still in a bull market, so it's a matter of time. This is not financial advice for all of you. This is my educated opinion on this as well. But when we strive for excellence, we're looking to bring on the right kinds of partners and entities to help us grow our vision to get to where we need to be. And as an example, when it comes to this marketplace that we're developing, we are creating a revolutionary NFT and streaming media marketplace. We actually landed a deal with the Engine Coin NFT marketplace developers. Now, I don't know if any of you know who they are. If some of you don't, this is a project that has hit multiple billions of dollars of market cap, and they are now creating our cutting edge, unique marketplace, which includes insane amounts of innovation, right? We are going to become a cross-chain NFT marketplace. So think Ethereum network, think Polygon, think Cardano, and some of the big names. We are going to have cross-chain interpolability between the BSC network and all of them as well. There's going to be DeFi protocols. We're looking at upcoming VR. We're actually even building a fiat on ramp. I know I'm getting technical right now, but I'm hoping that, when we invest our money, it's not just putting our money in and hoping for a quick gain. We believe that we all have to inform ourselves about why we're investing in what we're investing in and what it means for us, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all here for the same reason. We all want to become financially independent and free. And as long as we're able to learn and be able to be armed with the right knowledge, it will help us stay secure in our investments. So the next thing is, fiat on ramping so that non-crypto investors will be able to get onto our marketplace and buy. And by the way, this next feature on our features list, and you can hear all about this with our recent Medium article that we produced. LBank is going to be actually, doing a text version of this AMA, so you can learn a little bit more about the detailed features list. We're actually creating a special tiering system. And I'm going to explain that a little bit further, that no other adult token, and I say that lightly since we're not like other adult tokens, is doing. There's going to be unique marketplace cohesion. So when you look at the developers that are coming on and you look at what we're trying to build, for me, I look at where the puck is going. I don't look at where the puck is now, right? And me and the rest of the Taboo team, we're very happy for slow and steady and organic growth. If you look at the charts, you will see that we have had steady and organic growth. We are not a type of token that we're looking to just pump so that it can then inevitably dump. In fact, we have turned away big investments that could have brought us to 100 million market cap. But you know what would end up happening? It'll drop us right back down because it risks the integrity of our project. This is the kind of people that you would be investing in here. And this marketplace, there's going to be never before seen technological innovations compared to the rest of the industry. I will be completely frank. You can hear the passion in my voice. There is not a single token right now that is building what we're building. And I believe that we're a sleeping giant. And as more exposure and eyes hear about us, they will start to be able to invest. And let's hope that it's not at a premium as well. Now, the third thing is we talked quality, we talked innovation, exclusivity. There's going to be a special tiering system with requirements that will need to be met to access a wide range of content, ranging from safe to work to premium XXX rated content for NFT and other forms of media, which also includes video media as well. So, for example, if all of you want to mint an NFT of a, sexy Playboy model in lingerie or a bikini, you feel free, you can do that. If you want to have access to XXX rated content through NFTs, private live shows, rated R videos, VR content, let's say you just want the ability to transfer NFTs seamlessly from one network to another, we will have all of that. But there is a tiering system in place. That is one of the biggest differentiators about us: quality, innovation, exclusivity, this tiering system. But furthermore, it's the exclusivity. I want to put that in there that is going to give us that competitive edge down the line. So I'm done with the question now. Thank you for the first question, James. You can see I get very passionate about speaking about this project, right? So
Yes, that was very that was quite exquisite, if I could use the word to describe what you just did right there. Yes, you went very in depth and you were quite passionate. Yes, and that's a quality that I really admire. So yeah,
thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
sure. All right. So for the second question, I want to ask about marketing. Now, marketing is an essential element of every project, so everyone knows the potential that a project can generate. So, what's your strategy to attract new users and investors, and strategy to maintain it in the long term? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a very, very good question there. I mean, we have marketing, and then we also have working products. We believe that working products can also market themselves. Unfortunately, right now, we're in the middle of development of our marketplace, but that is a testament to how early all of you are right now as we are building the foundations moving forward. We believe that when this marketplace hits, it will market itself, as most working products do, provided it's a great working product. Now, when it comes to marketing, though, one of the most important pieces of knowledge that we need to understand is this: if people do not know that you exist, they'll never be able to buy you. And for that reason, we take marketing extremely seriously. To share a personal example, or just, my own opinion, I speak to, many different developers from different teams. I get people asking me for consulting advice that are my friends that I speak to out of the kindness and goodwill I will share with them. And you know what the major sentiment is there? They say, "Oh, we're in a bearish trend in the market, or it wasn't like the bull run that we had right now as it was a few months ago. So maybe we should, hold off on doing paid marketing and promotions and other forms of marketing." Wrong. That is the worst way to think. That is a scarcity mindset thinking. We're not the type of token to do that. In fact, some of our team members have personally funded all of our marketing so far, and we have not used team tokens in any way. You can verify that yourselves, because we believe in this so much, and we care about making sure that our price stays strong at all times. So we do all forms of marketing, from influencer videos like YouTube, Twitter, Telegram channel advertising, promotional platforms, paid advertising, model partnerships, endorsement deals. We even have a lot of featured publications, which you can see on our website, from big name groups such as Bloomberg and other big articling sites that you can learn more about as well. But to add to this, what we believe is the best form of marketing is action marketing from a community. No paid form of advertising can beat that. If you have 10,000 holders today and 10,000 holders go onto Twitter and make a tweet about Taboo, we will trend all over Twitter for a few days. That beats any form of paid marketing. And this is what we also focus on as well for ground game marketing. We have lots of contests that we create, giveaways that we're going to be doing with our future NFTs that are exclusive NFTs, by the way, where you can also win Taboo tokens as well, so that we can incentivize our holders to share and help us gain traction on multiple platforms. So lastly, what I really, really want to add to this, to get into some details around, other forms of marketing, product and promotions is big. See, our models are going to help promote us because we much prefer brand ambassadors and partners versus singular promotion campaigns. For myself, I'll tell you, and I've done this on previous crypto projects, we can pay for a shout out for a model or a celebrity. But you know what? Is that really what we're aiming to do? For us, we really want to have people that believe in the project, that want to have a helping hand in it, and are able to continuously act as ambassadors for us. So we turn away lots of business if we feel that the partners are not in line with what we're looking for. So product and promotion is important, but also our platform will have a monetized advertising system with a coin listing program similar to Coin Sniper or others that we're going to use to generate buzz and revenue. And once people learn a little bit more about the ways that they can generate revenue with our NFT smart contracts, this is going to be one way that Taboo markets itself. So we're very early. We do AMAs. Soon we're going to be looking at in-person events, photo shoots. We're looking at doing some amazing things as well moving forward with content and our social media as well. And the best part is we track data all the time, because we want our community to know that we are very careful with how we spend our marketing money. So we have had a lot of data so far, but I need you all to remember before we end off this question that while marketing has to always happen at all times, it should never end. There's also a lot of trial and error too. Some things that we've done that we've paid for have not worked. Other things have. And this is very, very important knowledge for us to use moving forward. Thank you, James, for that question.
All right.
For your
Thank you very much.
golden explanation. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you very much for your in-depth explanation. That was very, very, very well said, very well put together. And as you can see in the chat, the users are very, very happy about what you're saying. They're very enthusiastic about your project. Yes. All right. So for the third question, every project has challenges along the road, especially at the initial stages when it's still in the grassroots stages, the early stages. So right now, what are some of the challenges that Taboo currently face? Like how do you aim to solve them? And what do you think makes you different from other type tokens? Yeah.
Yeah. So I answered the difference in the first question. So I don't want to be redundant in that in answering that, but I'll answer what you said before.
Right.
The reality is, any crypto project or company for that matter faces challenges. Now, the nature of the challenge will change as time goes on, and the mindsets of the team also changes. So a lot of challenges can also happen with the mindset of teams, and sometimes doing they say this, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Well, you have to be able to be flexible. You have to be able to identify that if things aren't working, you need to pivot and adapt and change your intentions and your focus. But the biggest challenge that Taboo is facing is really the current global market sentiment right now. If the demand is not there, then people aren't going to buy. And if people aren't going to buy, then the market cap isn't going to rise. So we're well aware that the time now is not like the way it was in February or March. That's okay. Bitcoin, BNB, and Ethereum, for example, are all moving sideways. And the market momentum might not be where it was before, but I anticipate that come the winter, it's going to pick back up. So it does make making massive gains a little bit more difficult. However, with that being said, we believe that focused intention, careful planning, proactivity is really important. See, in order to help combat these challenges that we're facing, it's about smarts and wits, honestly. It's about who is going to be smarter and who is going to be able to make better decisions and have better judgment on a day-to-day basis. So we're always on a day-to-day basis, keeping in mind for every move that we make, it is thinking about how do we get to 1 to 5 to 10 billions of dollars of market cap. So that being said, we don't care about the short-term price fluctuations today. What difference does that make if in a year what will look like will be completely different, right? So as I said before, while many other tokens experience major volatility, you'll see with the charts, we continue to rise our price floor week in and week out. And that's because we have a loyal community of holders, and many of them are honestly sick of the BSC network, and they're just ready to have their money somewhere safe, where they know that they have a transparent team, where they understand that things are happening, where it's not just a hype token, where there's real utility and use cases being built, right? And I'm telling you, the Binance Smart Chain, it's really funny that, I make a joke, I make a joke about the Binance Smart Chain being called the Binance Scam Chain as a joke. That's because a lot of tokens and projects do become rug pulls, right? Or there's major dumps, and a lot of innocent people lose a lot of money. And I've had that happen to me before as well. There was a time where I think in 2 hours I lost 35,000 US dollars. It was a docs team. They everything looked great about the project, and I went to bed and woke up, and then you all know what happened there. So I want you all to know that our team, we're committed to transparency, to honesty, to making sure that our community's voices are heard. We love community insight and suggestions as well. But the last real challenge that we really face right now with our project, I'll keep it as candid as I can. Our community engagement is a little bit lower. We would love to have it a little bit higher, but that's because we're still relatively new. My team member, the CEO and CMO of our project, James, he always says, we got to crawl before we can walk and then run. So, our holder count is therefore, a little lower. So at the moment, and this is again a testament to how early we are and how privileged all of you are right now to be hearing about us in this voice chat. So it does make running community engagement initiatives a little bit tougher, and it's a little challenging, but we believe that once our holder count continues to rise, we will be a force to be reckoned with as well. So I would say that, global market sentiment and community engagement at the moment are our two biggest challenges so far. So thank you, James.
All right. Well said. Well understood. I really have to point out the fact that you answer questions very well. Yes, that's very satisfactory, and it's endearing, and it helps to create comfort for the investors. So yes, I have to applaud you on that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right. So for my next question, I want to ask what kind of partnerships with different projects and platforms or protocols can we expect from Taboo in the future? Could you give us some examples of how other projects can leverage Taboo?
Yes. So, first and foremost, if you haven't read our recent Medium article on our NFT marketplace and the development deal that we made, please check out our Medium. You can go to the website and you'll see all the social media icons really close to the top of the front page. If you check Medium, make sure you log into Medium. You'll be able to read a little bit more about all of the unique and cutting edge features of our marketplace. So when it comes to partnerships, to answer your question, we are seeking chain partnerships from networks like Polygon and Harmon to help give us the positioning on each chain to attract new technological investors that can work with us to revolutionize the blockchain technology that we're building and which is being implemented into our marketplace. I will say this with certainty. There are few, if not any, tokens like ours that are doing cross-chain in this capacity to this many platforms. So you can learn more by reading our Medium article about that too. Now, when it comes to partnerships, it's a lot easier to get partnerships with other tokens and coins when you're introduced to the developers of Polygon and Avalanche, for example. And we have connections with them. We're waiting to just build the cross-chain technology right now for our project so that it can work with our marketplace. We have ambitious plans for virtual reality and other never before seen elements that very few projects have considered. I want to just tell you all right now, these plans that we've formulated, especially with the marketplace features and with the support that I've had with some amazing team members. I always say some of the team members that we have, they're like the typewriter to my brain, right? I have spent years thinking about this and perfecting this type of features list. And I just needed to have and wait for the right time to be able to launch a token like this. This has always been my final destination, just so you're all aware. Now, we believe that with continued innovation in our blockchain products on these chains, specifically targeted towards media and NFTs, we will have a lot more reach over time. And there will be a coin listing feature, which will be part of our later developments. We are making a secondary token, just as an aside as well, which you can learn more about as well in that Medium article. I urge you all to read. Read and you will understand what makes us different. So we are looking for all kinds of partnerships. In fact, we are actually open to adult entertainment coins to partner with us, but they have to come into our hub and our marketplace first. They're going to become an extension or like a subsidiary of us. So we're looking at all of these kinds of collaborations. We're not holding back. But the big thing I need you all to understand, if you're wondering why do we not have a partnership yet, besides let's say models, for example, is because really at the end of the day, we have to be very clear on what our immediate priorities are, short term, midterm, and long term. And a lot of the times where development teams fail is there's a mishandling of priorities. So we're very happy for partnerships, but some of this is in the short and midterm that we're looking at it. And we will definitely have them, but we want to make sure that they are the right fit. Thank you, James.
All right, yeah. Thank you very much for that explanation once more. Yeah, it's nice to know that you have some good plans for the future, and that increases much trust and that increases much trust for your investors. So yeah, that's very nice.
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
all right. So now for my last question, I want to ask about your roadmap specifically. So moving forward through your roadmap, what are your most important next priorities? Does Taboo team have enough fundamental funds, community to achieve those milestones?
Yeah, yeah, no. So, I want to start off and I want to mention that the roadmap that we developed, it's an ambitious roadmap. There is some basic crypto terminology that we've put into it. If you can see, so we have the basics there as well, but it's extremely ambitious. And when it comes to our priorities, number one, we're looking to focus on gathering more models and content ahead of our marketplace launch. But we really believe that as we get closer to the marketplace, as I said, the marketplace is going to sell itself, and we're gonna notice a big influx of models and content creators that are going to come to us once the world actually sees and hears more about the actual development of the marketplace. Right now, we have the blueprint, right? And just like when you build a house, we want to make sure that the foundation is right. You don't want to have a home that has, faulty wiring, that is, that doesn't have the right dimensions. Do you know what I mean? So we want to make sure that the blueprint is right. The blueprint's there. Now it's just a matter of the creation above that, right? But right now, we have the funds. We are not short of money. I'll tell you right now, this is out of all the projects I've worked on, this is the best funded project I have ever been a part of. So we have the funds, we have the team support. The big thing that I want to let you all know when it comes to teams, we have self-motivated people. I always say this: you cannot motivate unmotivated people, just like how you can't revive the dead, right? So with the team that we have, right, it's the team. I need you all to remember, I can sit here and talk about all the amazing aspects of Taboo and all that will come from it, but I'll tell you from personal experience that $1 billion idea can also be completely destroyed because they don't have the right team in place. The rocket ship needs the crew, and we have the crew to help get us to our final destination, right? So we got the funds, we have the team support, and we have an extremely loyal community. I have never seen such a loyal community out of all the projects that I have had so far. And I think I feel grateful about it because due to recent events in the markets, people are again looking for an avenue to place their money. And if you buy Taboo and you hold us, I want to let you know that we're grateful that you believe in us, right? And we will stop at nothing to deliver on our promises, because all of us today, we're all here for the same reason and the same common goal, which is financial independence and freedom. That's why we're all here. This is just a stepping stone to help us get there. And this is what I love about working in leadership, about working with teams like this, about building startups and companies like this, is because you really are making a difference and an impact in people's lives. Some people, $50 to them can feed their family for a month. Imagine we can turn that to 500 or 5,000, right? Others, want to get out of their jobs or they want to change their life circumstance. But if you're living in survival mode, it's very difficult to do that. So we believe and we love the fact that as we grow as a company, and we do treat this like a real business, by the way, every moving part is treated like a real business. We love the fact that you will get to grow with us, and we will be more than happy to have you all join us on this journey, because while it can be tough, it can be challenging. Some days I wake up and negativity can come in. I'm not a superhuman, right? Other days I'm so positive. People tell me, slow down, Majid, slow down, right? Calm down. So we know that the road is going to be a bumpy road, but I want you all to know that we will stop at nothing to get to where we need to be. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And we thank each and every one of you for being on this call, for taking the time out of your days, from your busy lives, from your families, from all your other commitments and priorities to be here. I am extremely grateful, and I can't wait to hear more and speak to more of you down the line. Thank you very much on that.
All right, all right. Thank you very much for showing up to do this for us, Mr. Majid. We really
Yeah.
appreciate this. This was very in depth. This was very very nice. This was very satisfactory. You you touched on everything, and then you even went overboard to make sure that everybody fully understood what you're talking about, and you showed passion and everything. And I'm very sure that the investors right here, they appreciate that. So yeah, we're very pleased by what you did today. Yeah.
Thank you. And I know I'm aware that these, I think this is it's now going to be, the start of community-based questions, correct?
Yeah, yeah. All right. So you're
Fantastic.
gonna take 5 questions from the community, and then you're going to answer them. Right now, the investors in the community are going to ask you questions. So you're going to pick any 5 you want, and then you're going to answer them. And then if you answer those questions, they're the ones that get the prize. The reward money for your answers. All right. Do you understand?
Sounds great. Yeah, yeah, sounds great.
All
Sounds
right.
great. Now I
All
know
right.
there's
All
going
right.
to be a big influx of questions now, so let's
Yeah.
see how they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Sure. All right. So thank you for your time. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.